Hello and welcome back to our Fm22 Journeyman, where we attempt to go from non-league football to winning the Champions League. We are back today with our Manchester City part of the save. We've got two matches, the first one being an FA Cup Quarter final against Manchester United. Obviously, local rivals. Obviously, we want the bragging rights over Manchester United, but Man United are much better than us in the league currently. We have, since yesterday's episode, had two more matches. We beat Wolves 5-3 and we beat Aston Villa 5-1. So we're certainly finding the back of the net, but I do wonder if it's going to be enough to even come close to beating Manchester United today. I do still think if we do manage to get past Man United that we've got a really good chance of going on and potentially winning the FA Cup. We have still got Liverpool within it, but I think the other teams we are capable of beating, and we are in decent form as we've seen. This is the team that's going to be facing Manchester United today though. It's Ederson in goal, back four of Lamptey, Laporte, Diaz and Kruger. We've then got Rice and Foden in midfield, Sterling, Almeida and Adeyemi behind Fabio Silva up front. We've still got a lot of tired legs. As we can see, we've got so many players that are potentially on suspensions, but we have to put them out against Man United. Nonetheless, we need the entire first team. We need the best players available. We are going attacking against Man United, which is possibly nuts. I mean, they've got Sesko up front, they've got Rashford in the team, they've got someone else who we are never ever mentioning. They have got Mbappe, we saw that before. We have won our last 5 games, which is super important. And if you do enjoy today's video and you want to see us win some more games, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join the channel, come and watch us as we try and rebuild Manchester City. But turning our attention to today's game, this is obviously us kicking off. We're playing in blue today. Manchester United is playing in their traditional red, and Foden is in the box already. Can he get some sort of cross or cut it back? He did momentarily lose the ball there, but it wasn't for very long. And now can Lamptey regain the ball? He can't. That's a really big ball forward there for Sesko. Ederson does finally dive on it. Perhaps not early enough. I'm not sure how we didn't actually get to that ball a bit quicker. But never mind. It didn't result in a goal. It's all good. Foden now. Foden forward to Kruger. He's just about got there. Fabio Silva absolutely walloping the post there with that shot. And now Manchester United are on the attack. But Sterling managing to get back there for a tackle. And now we can launch a counter-attack of our own. Laporte here, keeping hold of the ball. Over to Ruben Diaz. Kruger now. Adeyemi. We're slowly getting forward. Whilst we do that, some stuff going on in the Manchester United world in Football Manager. Raheem Sterling has come to us and decided now that because we're in good form and nobody bid for him in the January transfer window, he actually does want to stay at the club. He asked for a new contract. He wants to be a regular starter and he wanted less money than he is currently on for it. I think we managed to negotiate him down to £60,000 less than what he is on a week currently, which is a nice saving for us. And he's been doing quite well, and I think he can be decent enough for a couple of years yet. I definitely think in FM22, getting over the age of 30 is not as much of a concern as it was in previous Football Managers. Players do seem to be able to retain their sort of fitness levels and their quality of play for a little bit longer than in previous versions of Football Manager. Ruben Diaz here just scooping up that loose ball, and now we are once again trying to go on the attack. Rice over to Foden. He's played it all the way back to Ederson. Are we on full match highlights or something? Because this seems like a very long highlight. We are on extended. We're changed to key highlights because I think we are going to get enough against Manchester United. Sterling into the box now. Can he get a cross in over to Foden? Foden has drilled that one home against Man United. It's a beautiful goal. I think it was Sterling setting it up. I've forgotten already, but Foden definitely the boy putting it away. It's played forward originally from Foden to Sterling, who's got to the byline, just held it up long enough to cut it back to Foden, who's drilled that one into the bottom right-hand corner of the net. And it is 1-0 to Manchester City in this match. We are as I looked before the match, in actual better form than Man United, despite Man United being obviously second in the league, I think it was, or maybe third now. We are actually the team in better form. He says as Sesko does put one home, but I think it's going to be disallowed for offside, because he did look, not even fractionally, he looked quite a lot offside. So let's have a look and see what the referee thinks. The referee and the little man that lives in his ear has decided that effectively that is offside. Yeah, it is quite a bit offside as well. As it is, it's not actually that close. So, fully deserved that VAR decision, and it does mean we remain 1-0 up on the night. A goal kick here for Manchester United, a chance for them once again to build another counter-attack. We need to stop this one quickly. We have stopped this one quickly. Lamperty now to Sterling, back to Lamperty, trying to play that one into Fabio Silva there, who's been relatively quiet today at least, but not managing to quite get it there. And now Sesko is through on goal again, but Ederson, more than equal to that one, has made the save. It is going to result in a Manchester United corner though. Can we get rid of this one? We have managed to clear it, and Adeyemi has actually managed to drop deep enough to get that ball. And now, once again, we can go on the attack. It is stopped by Bruno Fernandes there, and it's going to go out for a throw-in, which I'm guessing results in nothing, because we're not going to get a continuation of that highlight. It's a bit of a shame today that Silva's as quiet as he is, because actually Fabio Silva's been on a really, really good sort of run of form for us. I think he scored 6 since he joined the club in January, which is kind of what we needed. We didn't have that. I say we didn't have a recognised striker. We've obviously got Isaac, we've got Adeyemi, both recognised strikers, just not actually doing that well at the club. Sterling can play there as well. We've got somebody else I think can play there as well. We've got a few players that can play there, just no one was doing that well. So having Fabio Silva come in and actually making a good job of it is very, very nice. Just again, very quiet today. Almada is brought down there, but play is still going on. Sterling over to Kruger now. Adeyemi, as I said, he's not been that good. He has scored a few off of that right wing. He definitely has scored more as an inside forward than he did as an actual advance forward. Manchester United now through on goal, have put one away. That's very annoying. It now means they are back to 1-1 and level pegging against us in this tie. And now we're starting to get yellow cards, and Aymeric Laporte has just got injured as well. So we're told Diaz to ease off those tackles. We're going to tell Kruger to ease off those tackles, because we can't afford to be getting any red cards in this tie now. And Laporte needs to come off, so that probably means Eder Militao coming on for Laporte in that position. I was just thinking about making substitutions, so I guess there are worse times to do it. We are still very much in this tie. It's just a shame that we've kind of sacrificed that lead we've had throughout a very, very long portion of this match. And now, once again, some tired legs here. Kruger really needs to come off. We're going to bring on Alexander-Arnold, try and play him back into some sort of fitness. And I guess let's bring on... Do we bring on De Bruyne? Let's bring on De Bruyne for Sterling. It's not a bad sub to be able to bring on, in all honesty. Kevin De Bruyne coming on for the last 10 minutes. Pretty decent substitution, if I may say so myself. Alexander-Arnold now to Adeyemi. I mean, Alexander-Arnold coming on as a sub isn't exactly a bad one either, is it really? Kevin De Bruyne, Alexander-Arnold coming on as his substitutes. That is a fantastic save by Ederson. If only because it keeps us in the tie, and I didn't realise how close we were then to actually conceding it until we made that fingertip save. Varane trying to get his header in onto the back of the net off of that corner, not managing it. We've got about 5 minutes left. FA Cups go to replays, if I remember rightly. So do we go and have the replay? No, it goes to extra time. Since when does the FA Cup go to extra time and not replays? Am I missing something? Does that always happen in the sort of quarterfinals onwards, maybe? It's entirely possible that I've just never noticed that. Alexander-Arnold now. Big long throw into the box. Henderson coming out to claim that. I'm not sure you were still on the pitch when you caught that ball, but we'll allow it, I guess. Henderson now distributing that one short and trying to launch a counter-attack for Manchester United. De Bruyne has come back and got that ball, though. pressing and pressing and has managed to make something of it. Fabio Silva now. Fabio Silva brought down in the box. Now, is this going to go to VAR? Is this going to be a penalty for us and a chance to go 2-1 up here? Let's see what the little man in the referee's ear says. He says penalty has been awarded, and I'd assume who's going to take it? Adeyemi takes our penalties. Good to know. Adeyemi stepping up then. Adeyemi slotting that one into the bottom left-hand corner. Very, very calm. Very, very collected. And it is 2-1 now for Manchester City against Man United on the night in the FA Cup Quarter final. We do, of course, face Man United in about a month's time in the Premier League as well, which would be nice if we could beat them twice in the second half of the season. But of course, we have to finish the job today first before I start talking about doing it twice. Fabio Silva now trying to launch a counter-attack again to get us a third, which would give us a bit more daylight than we currently have. Almada now into the box. Can he get a cross in? He tries. It is blocked. It gets a second crack at it though. Foden trying for his second goal of the game. De Bruyne out wide to Lampard, using bags and bags of space. Almada now. Adeyemi cannons that one home. I believe that's gone in off the crossbar. It doesn't matter how it's gone in though. It has gone in, and it's 3-1 to us on the night. And you would hope now, bar an utter collapse, that should be enough to see us through into the semi-finals of the FA Cup. Look at that for a goal. Absolutely beautiful football. I do think now, though, we've probably got one more substitution to make. We probably need to think about making it in the middle, but we are on the attack again. Alexander-Arnold into Fabio Silva this time, who nods it down. Unfortunately, it's not fallen to a player in sky blue. And now Manchester United are on a counter-attack of their own. Can we stop Jadon Sancho here from advancing any further? That would be lovely. That is a big, big shot from range. Ederson was there. He had it covered if needs be. And we're now going to go into the second half of extra time. We'll just hit that and then we will make this substitution. I don't know who to take off because everyone is tired. But I guess let's bring on Mariba for Foden. We don't want Foden getting injured. We kind of need him for the rest of the season. Mariba coming on is, again, a very, very good substitution to be able to make. Almada now. Almada into Adeyemi. Adeyemi gets his third. That does look like it's going to be offside, though, which would be unfortunate because otherwise it would be his hat-trick tonight. But I think the referee is going to call that one back. It looked like it was offside before. No, the goal's been awarded. It's 4-1 against Man United. We've left it late. We've left it to extra time. Adeyemi coming in, though. 3 goals in extra time. What a lad. What a player. The saviour of the blue side of Manchester, punishing Manchester United tonight. He is now showing up injured. He's got his hat-trick. He's got his goals. He is now injured. Fabio Silva there to add a 5th. We are piling the misery onto Man United now. You've dragged us into the deep waters of extra time, and it turns out that Man United cannot deal with these deep waters, but Manchester City can. Our players fantastic in this extra time, and these last 30 minutes Fabio Silva has just scored with the back of his head rather than the front of it. That is a brilliant goal. Alexander-Arnold getting the assist there. It turns out after a 1-1 draw in regular time, a 5-1 win against Manchester United. Where has this team been for the rest of the season? Where have they been? We've been struggling in the league. Struggling. A 5-1 win against Man United. Oh dear. Manchester is blue. We still have a match against Southampton to face, and at some point, I guess as well, we are going to get our semi-final opponents drawn. Alright, so here's that draw for the FA Cup. We've got Aston Villa, ourselves, Leicester and Southampton. And this looks like a very, very winnable cup for us now. We're first out of the hat. We are going to be playing Leicester, which means the other teams, Aston Villa against Southampton. This looks like a very winnable trophy. We've already met the club vision of getting to the semi-final, but I definitely think we can go and win it. I swear as well that Liverpool were in it, so I'm not sure who's knocked them out, but somebody has. Now we need to go and play Southampton. That game is 12 days away, so I'm going to fast forward and I'll see you there in a second. And our team for that match against Southampton is going to be this one. We've got Ederson in goal, Kruger, Militao, Diaz and Alexander-Arnold in defence, Rice and Mariba in midfield, Sterling, Almada and Adeyemi remaining behind Fabio Silva. And hopefully we can just go and get as many goals as humanly possible against Southampton, much like we did against Manchester United. Also, I am acknowledging the fact that the last 3 matches we have played, we have scored 5 goals. So 15 goals in 3 matches is a little bit of an insane stat, but it's one that I'm very, very happy with. And I feel like this team is just about starting to come together. I definitely think we need to add to it in the summer if we're going to get anywhere near those Champions League places next season. And we're going to knock Spurs off their perch because Spurs being top of the league, I just think it's weird. No offence if you're a Spurs fan, but when did you last win the league? I don't like this is starting with a Southampton highlight. I really don't like this is starting with a Southampton goal. It's been less than a minute. Ignore everything we just said about us scoring lots of goals. Just score a goal. And Kruger's already got a yellow card over on that side. Southampton has scored. Kruger's got a yellow card. We are losing. It's less than a minute into the match. Manchester City, are you okay? Berate the entire team straight off the bat. Alexander-Arnold taking a corner here into Ruben Neves. Back to Ruben Neves again. It is going to fall for another corner because both of those ones were blocked. Alexander-Arnold taking it once again. And it's not even cleared the first man. You're a world-class player. You're meant to be good at set pieces. Clear the first man, for goodness sake. Rice has also got a yellow card here. Alexander-Arnold's also got a yellow card here. I do feel like, yeah, that was what I was about to do. Change this to stay on feet because I don't feel like we can afford to be going down to 10 men when we're already losing against an opponent that realistically we should be beating. I mean, Southampton are good in this. Never mind, Sambi Lokonga's just got a red card for Southampton. That could make things moderately easier. Ederson coming out with the weirdest header you will ever see there. 1, why are you heading the ball? 2, why are you that far out? There was a defender right there. And 3, what kind of header was that? You just kind of headbutted it. Sterling here. Oh, Sterling. Sterling, where's the composure, lad? You should have been putting that one in the back of the net. That should be us back on level terms. Instead of this, I'm kind of wondering, are Southampton just going to set up shop now and we're not going to be able to break them down? Now they are 1-0 up, but down to 10 men. Is this the point where we just find it physically impossible to break them down now? And I do also think I need to change this over here to possibly the league table. Right as I do that, we obviously go in and into the dressing rooms at half time. So we'll try again, we'll change this to the league table just so we can see what is going on with us against the rest of the league. Once again, us on the ball, free kick into Adeyemi. Adeyemi's nodded that one home. Referee, no, go away. Go away. Look, it's on that side. I feel like that was onside. Maybe it'll be awarded. It's going to be an annoyance if it's not now because we kind of need that goal to get back into the tie. It is disallowed. We need to find something here. I mean, he can't... Oh, I mean, he started... Yeah, he was offside before we even kicked the ball. He didn't even, like, sort of run offside. He just stood offside and waited for the ball to be kicked to him. That, possibly not the best thing to do, Adeyemi. And, oh dear Lord, we've got 20 minutes to go. Why are we not finding any goals? Alexander-Arnold, again, another free kick here. Another set piece into Fabio Silva. But nothing coming of it. And I am starting to wonder if we're going to get those 3 points today. So Alexander-Arnold is already looking quite tired. We're going to take him off. We're going to bring on Lamperty. And I think we just changed Lamperty and Krug around because that's the way they have been playing for the last few matches. And it seems to be working fine that way. Adeyemi also probably needs to come off because his rating isn't exactly fantastic at this point. And I think maybe we bring on De Bruyne on that side. It does leave us one more substitution to make. We're going to demand more from the team here. quite frankly, if we don't win this, it's disgusting. De Bruyne into Mariba, back to Sterling. Sterling's shot is blocked by an absolute wall worth of Southampton players. Sterling again now over to Mariba. Lamperty, can we get a shot in? Can we get a goal? Kruger, I think that hit the bar as it went over, but it did not nestle into the back of the net. Southampton have had one shot on target and scored with it. We have had 17 shots, admittedly not many on target. I've been kind of leaving this team because they seem to be working all right, but Foden now needs to be coming on as the roaming playmaker instead of Mariba. We're kind of just changed all of this to very attacking. But after the elation of 5 goals against Manchester United, this is a bit of a wake-up call again that we can be ever so slightly dodgy. It's a 1-0 loss to 10-man Southampton. How do we win 5-1 against Manchester United, but we can't beat 10-man Southampton? That's very, very annoying, and it does mean now we've got 8 games left to play. We are 9 points away from Arsenal, who are in the European qualifying spots just to get us in the Europa League. I mean, we've got absolutely, it's not even mathematically possible for us to get in the Champions League this season now. At least some sort of European football would be great. Not when we're going to be doing stuff like that, though, and losing stupid matches. And yes, I have splashed the cash. Absolutely. It hasn't helped, apparently, because we've just lost 1-0 to Southampton. Oh, what is this save? It's all good. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. If you have enjoyed today's episode, of course, please do drop a big like down below. It'd be very, very much appreciated. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It would be very, very nice to have some more people subscribed. And of course, it costs you nothing. You can unsubscribe later. But if you hit the notification bell as well, YouTube will let you know every time we upload. And you can follow along as we rebuild Manchester City. Until next time, though, guys, if you want to have a look at some more content that's on the channel, have a look at this video next. And I will see you on Tuesday at 3 PM for our next episode. Catch you then.